Evening, Postal family. How's everybody doing? My name is Saeed. What's going on this Sunday? I meant Sunday. It felt so much like Sunday. It's Monday evening, Labor Day weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed it a little bit before we get back to the hectic mess tomorrow morning. Tuesdays, especially after our Monday holidays, are really rough. So we're gonna tackle it like we always do. Carriers for real. And no biggie, going with the positive attitude. Everything is good, but we'll see how it is. We'll handle it, like I said, whatever. Anyways, today's topic, I'm discussing what's going on with the world postal services, suspending services to U.S. because of our president and his tariffs he put out on all the major nations. So how is that gonna factor into postal service and the package volume and all that? So, but first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. Thanks so much for all the support. Thanks so much. I can't thank you guys enough for what you do for me. Appreciate all the comments, all the questions. If you have any questions, no matter what, to shoot them up in the comments. I'll get back to you with the answer. If I can't get the answer right now, I'll definitely get it. Everything I say on here is from my views, my experiences, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS Post Office in any of my videos. So keep giving me the thumbs up. Thanks so much for the support always. And let's get to today's topic. What's going on with that? World Postal Service suspending services to U.S. due to recent changes in U.S. customs rules that ended the de minimis exception for low-value imports. A number of postal services from around the world have temporarily suspended or significantly limited mail services to the U.S. This change, effective August 29th, requires that all parcels, regardless of value, are now subject to tariffs. Previously, items value at less than $800 could enter the U.S. duty-free. Many postal operators have stated that they lack the necessary systems and clear guidance from U.S. authorities to properly collect and remit these new tariffs. Excuse me. Countries with suspended services, a significant number of countries have announced suspensions affecting both Europe and Asia Pacific region. These include Europe, most European countries, including the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Ireland, Austria, Switzerland, Belgium, Europe, and then Asia Pacific and regions, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, India, South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, Canada, and Mexico. Details of the suspension, scope of the suspension. The suspensions primarily affect parcels and packages containing goods. EA like Temu and all that, we'll be ordering those small things from Temu and all that. So this is bad. Might see some significant change in the parcels, but ours is all anyway Amazon, so we're good with Amazon. Booking, like India, have also suspended the booking of letters and documents citing undefined regulatory mechanisms. Exceptions. While the new rules apply to commercial goods, gifts valued at up to $100 and documents, letters may still be exempt from tariffs. However, some postal services have suspended all categories of mail due to the lack of clarity. So the U.S. imposed these tariffs but didn't give these countries a specific rules to follow. So the countries are like sitting there like lost. They don't know how to handle it. They know they got the tariffs, but you got to have a specific guidance how to handle it, and U.S. didn't provide that. So reason for suspension. The primary reason for service halt is the postal operators are not equipped to handle the new tariff collection and data exchange requirements mandated by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. They have cited insufficient time and information to adapt their systems. Alternative shipping. Private couriers like DHL and FedEx are generally not affected, as they have established systems to handle custom duties. However, these services are often more expensive than National Postal Service. The Universal Postal Union (UPU) has acknowledged the challenges, stating that the short implementation timeline has created significant disruption for the international postal network. Postal services and international organizations are in dialogue with U.S. authorities to find solutions that will allow for the resumption of services. Basically, the tariffs have created a headache all across the other postal services from around the world. Like I was saying, the instructions were not given to these specific regions to how to handle these tariffs. So now it's just a temporary suspension of services. The article did mention the alternative of using FedEx and DHL. So, but it's, of course, if you're gonna buy something and first you see the regular postal services, then you see the extra, pay extra, and FedEx and DHL. So basically, you can go through that route and get your item quicker, but it's gonna cost you a little bit more. Not a little bit significant, international coming from FedEx or DHL, you're gonna pay a good amount. So this is what we're facing with these tariffs. Came down from the president, of course. He's putting tariffs on everything coming into the country. $800, valued at $800, stuff like that. So it'll, I don't know if Postal Service immediately will feel the impact. Like I said, our primary is Amazon anyway. And we lost the shore post from UPS. So, but I made another video on that. They were their USPS and UPS discussing how to get that back. So I don't know. I can't tell. It's too early to tell if this right here is gonna have any impact because I haven't seen Timo in a while on my route. So maybe this is already way into the works, because I remember he made the tariffs order like few months ago. So now it's getting into effect. All the nations are really, suspending service, and it's really causing an issue. So that's what this article was about. All the different tariffs around the world causing all the countries to suspend their services, sending items to US because they have no instruction on how to, work with the tariffs. So U.S. currently is trying to communicate with everybody how to work the tariffs. In any case, you're going to be paying more because as soon as you say tariff, once you order something, is going to be additional fee added onto it. So it's I don't know if it's a win-win for U.S. I don't know. It's somewhere in between. You can say it's kind of like it's definitely a loss as if you look at it from our point for U.S. Postal Service. So we don't have any that much of a regular letter volume anyway. So we kind of, sad to say, depend on the package volume. So speaking of that, a lot of people posting different pictures of how low the mail volume is. Quite often I would see people posting like one tray, half a tray of DPS with half DPS on the full tray, and very low on the flats too. And at the bottom they write, how we're gonna make 8 hours with this. So that's the sad situation we're in right now, because the letter volume has dramatically dropped. And I made a video few months ago, I think weeks ago, that the U.S. Treasury has announced they won't be sending out the paper checks anymore to to all the people who receive benefits, the benefit checks, and all the retirement, Social Security, all that. So they will have to set up direct deposit on that. A lot have already. So different things hitting our platform. Like I always say, this is what we depend on. And of course, there's a lot of haters out there that get on there and say that, oh, why don't we just shut down the postal service? You think about the 500,000 that are employed through postal service, possibly more, and then you make a comment like that. You can't just say, okay, I don't even use U.S. Postal Service. Everything that comes in the mail is junk anyway, so let's just shut them down. You can't say that. There's a lot of people dependent on it, and this is what we work with. So keep thinking positive. We don't want our postal service to go private. In any case, we keep getting attacked left and right, privatization, and that would not work anyway. So it is what it is right now. God has the control. Like I said, a lot of people is dependent on this thing, and hope it stays good. Things get better within the post office. So, anyways, hope everybody's doing good. Get ready for a heavy Tuesday, obviously after the holiday, and we'll tackle it as it gets here. So everybody have fun tomorrow. Stay positive. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be a long day. We already know that. Nothing new. So might as well go hit it with a positive mindset. Hope everybody's good. We'll see you on the next take. Syed out. Stay good, guys.